All right, as promised, we are going to discuss Dr. Disrespect. Now, respectfully, I never watched the guy. His look just screamed not my kind of person I want to watch. I mean, just the hair, it looks like a fake wig. The Tom Selleck looking mustache. I mean, I don't. This, again, respectfully, I'm just saying, I don't have a bias to where I'm so disappointed he upset me, because I never cared really to begin with. But it's worth mentioning because all of that aside, let's just say that's his natural look. The name Dr. Disrespect. Educate me if you want to on why he calls himself that. But that's like saying Dr. Douchebag, and suddenly you've got people interested in somebody calling them that. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Maybe I'm above the age grade, the age range where people, think that that's interesting and, but again, I watch Angry Video Game Nerd, so if he was disrespectful video game nerd, I don't know. But he also plays the shooters, the Call of Duty, all that stuff, probably, so that was never going to interest me either. The guy as a person, I've never heard good things. So I'm not saying he hasn't done anything good. I just never heard it. I've heard him banned on Twitch a couple of times. And maybe not banned a couple of times, but more like suspended. There's always been controversy. There's never been, he gave away $1 million, Not everybody's going to be like Mr. Beast or something like that, but you get what I'm going with it, right? He isn't known in my vision for anything, to where I can say, well, he's, you could defend him. So what is actually happening here? He was banned from Twitch probably a while back, and he still had a big audience, okay? We live in a time where it's not like just YouTube is there. Google runs YouTube, Amazon runs Twitch. By the way, like, comment, subscribe, share. If you're watching this is your first video, youtube.com/captainsensation, all one word. All of that said, you can go on different platforms, right? There's, other competitors out there besides the two I just mentioned that are willing to get these big name guys. Look at Ninja. They got him to go on some other platform, give him millions of dollars to sit around and play video games. I'm not knocking it, because I do the same thing. Again, like, comment, subscribe, share. That'll be my last shameless plug until the end of the video, by the way. So, Disrespect respectfully kept quiet about what was going on. And the weird thing is, Twitch probably didn't have some kind of clause or something to protect them, because the argument was, well, if he really did something bad, they wouldn't have paid him. But they still paid him, you know what I mean? Sometimes you work for an employer and there's something not listed in their handbook. They give you some kind of severance package because you did something that they can't keep you on for, but they still got to pay you. He didn't have something in his contract that, if he did something obscene, no one avoided him. I'm pretty sure Twitch has probably updated their guidelines, and that may not happen again in the future. That's not to say that y'all should go out there and try either, okay? What am I actually saying here? What I'm saying is Dr. Disrespect was accused of, these are the allegations, okay? From what my sources tell me, there's been some other guy who used to work for Twitch who knew and was supposed to be, confidentially keeping this information, but ambiguously mentioned that someone text a minor and was going to meet them at some kind of con, maybe TwitchCon, one of these conventions, right? And the meetup was supposed to happen, but it didn't happen. And people kind of put two and two together that that's who he was talking about. Here's where it gets interesting, if it wasn't already. Dr. Disrespect, whatever his real name is. I forgot. Maybe I should look it up. What's this guy's real name? I don't even want to dignify it by putting it in my phone, but I feel like it's worth mentioning. Herschel Bean the Fourth, better known as Dr. Disrespect or the Doc. There's going to be a doc exposing this guy eventually, I'm sure. He's going around, and he probably did this before, and this time he got caught. Loving husband, father, all of that, but texting minors. And this is one of the things where power corrupts. You've got this fan base, they're constantly interacting with you. It's almost like you think that they're your friends because to you, you're their friend, right? If these kids and they're coming home and you're their one person that's not picking on them, you're helping them get through hard times and all that's great. But you then can't look at it like, hey, your influence isn't causing them to feel how they feel about you, have the esteem they feel about you, right? We just ended a Luigi's Mansion 2 live stream, and some of y'all donated, and I appreciate that, but you donated because you liked me as a person, you liked my content. I didn't ask you to donate, right? So I couldn't then use my influence to be like, go get me a Wendy's thing and go do this, and it not look weird if said question I asked was, weird, illegal, borderline. Because what he did was not illegal, but it was heading that territory. You understand what I'm saying? He texts someone. That's not illegal. And, I guess you can sext people, quote unquote, if you want to use that term. And that's not illegal either. And I'm talking if you were doing that to somebody underage. Meeting up with them for, or the act of, that thing, that three-letter word, that's illegal. And different parts of the United States for sure, if not all the United States, right? Depends on the ages, but none of that matters. This guy did not deny that he was in contact with a minor. So that's the story. Nothing big, nothing spectacular there, but this was swept under the rug for so long. It finally came out, and at first people were like, well, the facts aren't out, so you gotta, give them due diligence. I get that. But then he himself, he didn't come out and say, I didn't do that. He said, hey, I did do this. He didn't really, he kind of said he was sorry for disappointing people, but then kind of deflected like, hey, I'm going on a break. And he did this kind of midstream, allegedly. Like he didn't even, I guess he wanted to gauge how bad the internet was going to judge him before he was like, let me disappear for a while. And it's like, he's got millions of dollars, I'm sure. He can afford to do that at this point. Doesn't need to stick around. Won't be missed on my part, and I don't feel any sympathy for him. So if you were looking for me to have just a smidge, don't even have that for the guy, because he knew better. And again, probably not the first time that he did this, just the first time that he got caught. See, there was a Twitch Whisperers or something like that, and they intercepted the messages, and somehow the messages got across of what he was doing, and there you have it. He confessed to it, so no more taking up for Herschel. He's under fire and has been dropped by not only some of these sponsors, but his own gaming company that he founded. They had to cut ties with him. So this, in a sense, is worse than The Completionist. It's worse than maybe Boogie 2988. I won't even say maybe, it's obviously worse than that. The damage that's been done anyway. But, he might come back from this and be fine. It's not like he actually did something with a person. So when I say worse than, I mean like the damage to his reputation has been worse than. Because it's like, hey, completionist stole money, but did he steal it? He kind of embezzled it. He used it inappropriately, and he's still able to make videos. Boogie, it's hard for me to say anything bad about Boogie since he's on my channel and I've met him. Know him personally, not like we're super close friends or anything like that, but it's no secret, his story. You can see what he's doing, but he didn't do anything illegal, right? What Dr. Disrespect, what the doc has done, is as close to illegal as you can be in my book. Trying to mess around with kids and stuff like that. I just don't get it. I don't get it. I don't really want to get it either. It's just always weird when these guys that get in these situations already have a wife. And if he's going to cheat, get somebody your age. This is not me condoning cheating. It's just you've got people running for political office that, hey, they're still able to run, convicted felons. But it would be a different story if some of these people that he was, messing with were underage. You get what I'm saying? It's a whole different stratosphere of creepy. And that's pretty much all I got for you guys. It's just, this is a guy who is a father, so it's like, would you want somebody texting your little girl stuff like you're texting this kid? It's just crazy to me. But let me know what you guys think. I'm going to end it here. I've given him too much of my time, and I know just that much about him. So I would love to see what anybody has to say if you're fans of his or what have you. But if you're not, and you don't care one way or the other, and I educated you, leave me a like, leave me a thumbs down, leave whatever. But make sure you subscribe, share it to a friend, and I'm going to see you in the next one. Other Yellow Hat Guy is out. Hey, how are you? I'm Captain Sensation. I'm on Twitch and YouTube. Enjoy my creations. Movie reviews, let's plays, they're amazing. Stay tuned for more. I'm Captain Sensation. Sympathy for Pokemon and Atari. Wait, here's more funny Mario Party. Games that are chores and some that are gnarly. Fun with Gen X, Virgin Rose, and Kari. Woo! There we go, y'all. Been waiting to do that for a little bit. But hey, see y'all in the next one.